Hey you guys, I'm NiaTheLocGod, and today I'm going to tell you guys if I was afraid of failure. So, yes, I was. Truthfully, it's not something that I really talk about that much with most people, and specifically because I truly believe this, but like, I really do. I believe that people will only help you when you don't need it. Period. And I made a post about it recently. Like, people are not gonna support you when you're like struggling, but they're going to contribute to your success though. So, and I've noticed that that's true. Like, if I was sitting here talking about some like, oh my god, I just need 10 more orders so I can get to 100 orders. Can you guys please order? People would not really want to order. But if I was like, yo, I'm so lit, I just had 90 orders in 2 seconds, and if you want to buy, you're going to have to do it right now. So go to the site and buy right now. Then people will go to the site and buy right now. Because they like, oh wow, like this must be good if it's selling so much. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really talk about it, because like I just feel like people are not as supportive until they see that you're already doing good. Like, that's when they be like, oh, like, what's that about? What's going on over there? Like, oh, okay, oh it's sold out. Oh, okay, must be good. Oh, all these people saying that is good. Oh, okay. Like, but before when it's like you don't have all the reviews, you don't have all the followers, you don't have all the orders already, you haven't made a whole bunch of money, people are not like, oh yeah, well, let me just support this person. Like, they don't care about all that. Like, they want to see that you already kind of like, you know, lit. And so that's why I don't really talk about it. That's why anytime I feel like I have a struggle, I try to keep it to myself, and I always try to just display my like wins. But honestly and truthfully, like my L's, I don't really take L's in this category. Flex. Now you stop. But I don't really take L's in this category. Like, truthfully, I'm just like kind of hard on myself. So sometimes like we could have like a great freaking, you know, restock, but and it's funny because like back in August, it's like we would have great restocks, like 6-figure restocks, and I would be out here like, damn, like it's not good enough. Like, what the hell? Like in June, we had in July. We had like made like 150, so now it's like we supposed to make 170, but we only made like 110. That's bad, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I would be thinking shit like that, but it's just like, bro, first of all, be grateful that you're even having a 6-figure restock and it's not a fucking holiday, because some people have to like wait until it's a fucking holiday to get a damn 6-figure restock, period. So at that time I actually got really scared. Because I felt like my numbers were doing this, even though they weren't. They were really doing like kind of like this, but because it was like, okay, if we did 150 and now we doing, you know what I'm saying, 120 or something like that, I'm kind of like not using specific numbers, but something of that nature, is kind of just like, damn, like are we falling off? Like, shit, like what's going on? Like, people not fucking with it no more. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, what the fuck? I got all these bills now. I done took on this whole warehouse. I done hired all these people. They expect a paycheck every week. What the fuck? And so I'm just like, damn, like I can't take a L. I can't fail. Like, I have to do like what I have to do. I have to put on. Like, I can't take a L, because people are relying on me. Like, this is how they feed their kids. This is how they put clothes on their back. This is how they put a roof over their head. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I know I'm 20 years old, but I have a lot of responsibilities at the end of the day. And I done signed that lease, you know what I'm saying, for these facilities. And I have to pay these bills every single time. So, you know, it's kind of just like I have to continue. Like, it can't just be like, oh yeah, she was lit when she was 20. No, I got to continue, because I done took on all these responsibilities. So it's like at that time around August, I did get a little scared, and I was very overwhelmed, and I did have a lot of pressure on myself. One thing I could definitely say that I learned from that, and what really helped me and why I love business so much, is because one thing about business that's great, that even if something isn't really working out, it's like you can always try it another way, which is fantastic. But it's like in business, when shit don't be working out for me in business, it's like, all right, I'm gonna try it a different way. Like when we were doing the restocks and it kind of was like our first hour wasn't as good anymore, it was like, okay, here's how I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do different ways of marketing. I'm gonna try email marketing. I'm gonna try to have better content going on the page. I'm gonna try to be more consistent on my other pages. I'm gonna try to build on other platforms. I'm gonna try, influencers. I'm gonna try marketing this type of ad or whatever the case may be. It's like I was able to be like, okay, I'm gonna try it from this angle, that angle. It wasn't just like, oh, it didn't work, you gotta quit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool that you can continue to like try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I really love business, because I don't ever have to just accept defeat at the end of the day. There's always another way that I could try to get it done. So it took some time. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I implemented this one new strategy and we just shot back up to 150,000. No, you know what I'm saying? Like it took time. Like it really took time. I had to implement a lot of different things. I had to keep implementing stuff. I saw minimal growth. You know what I'm saying? I saw like, okay, not even super like, sometimes not even growth. Sometimes it was just straight like consistency, and I was great. I had to get to a space of being grateful for that, because that was another thing for me, is that I wasn't being grateful, which was a problem. Like I don't understand how you could be so successful. You talking about you looking at a 6-figure restock and you're disappointed. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because there was a time when you was getting 7 orders and you was running up and down your mama's house thinking that you was the richest and littest and happiest person in the world. So you need to take yourself back to that gratefulness and be grateful like that again. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I'm going to try new marketing. And then I was like, I'm going to be more humble and be more grateful. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't going to stress myself out too much about my responsibilities and like my bills and my, employees. Because I really go so hard for them. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned a lot over time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just like, not only have I learned new marketing skills and new marketing strategies and everything like that, I've also learned like just how to be like a better CEO in terms of like not over promising and, kind of like knowing like what I can actually get done for such a large group of people. Because at the end of the day, it's like it's not like you're just promising one person one thing. You have 13 employees, you're promising 13 people. Feel me? So you gotta always think about, okay, I promised this one, but multiply that by 13. Now I realize if you could really get that done. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Afraid of failure.
Yeah.
But instead of accepting failing of any sort, you used it as motivation.
Yeah.
And
can I talk about this one dream that I had?
Oh yeah, dream it on.
So it was so crazy. So I actually spoke to like this therapist who's not my therapist, but it was like an intake therapist. Kind of wish she was my therapist though, because she said this one thing, and this is not exactly like what she meant, but it's like when she said this, it made me think of the dream in a different way, and it kind of like I think it's probably gonna stick with me for some time. So I had this dream, right? Basically, I was in this like place. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know me, but you'd have to know what my apartment looks like and what the new apartment that I'm gonna move in looks like. But it was like a merge of both apartments, pretty much. It looked like both apartments. And then it was like, I was in the living room, and then I was with like my family. People were like throwing glass at us. And then it was like we had been ducking, covering, and then we like went into the room, and I was like moving like the dresser in front of the door and like the bed in front of the door, like a bunch of stuff so they couldn't get in to throw the glass at us. And then we're looking out the window, and we're seeing like other people, like they're like trapped in their rooms, and they're like, then there's like this one lady who like jumps out the window, and there's like people just jumping out the windows, and I'm like, oh, what the hell going on? Where the hell am I? And it was crazy because it's like these people would fall to ground, and it was like, but they were fine. Like they would get up and they would laugh. And it was just like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is going on here? And then it's like, when I woke up, I was like, yo, I've been having these weird ass dreams. What the fuck is going on? And then I had told the therapist about it, and she said something that made me think like that what that dream meant was, like, she said that everyone in your dream is you. And basically that it was kind of like, not anything like suicidal or anything like that, but it kind of just meant that like, it was like the fear of like jumping out and thinking that you're gonna fall to the ground and die. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you're not gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean this literally, but I mean this very, what's the other word?
Figuratively.
Good job. Figuratively. Like, sometimes, like, when you think you're taking a leap, like, in life, you think that you're going to leap and fall and die. You know what I mean? You think that you're going to leap and that you won't fly. You think that you're going to leap and that if you do hit the ground that you won't survive and be able to brush it off and keep going and heal yourself from whatever kind of, you know what I'm saying, injuries you sustain or whatever kind of situation happens. Like, and I mean it figuratively to say that sometimes in life, you know, we take leaps of faith. You know what I'm saying? Like with my business, I kind of did take a leap of faith. And I continuously do that every single day. And sometimes it's like you think that you're going to take this leap of faith and that you might fall and hit the ground and die. But it's like, don't be afraid, because even if you hit the ground, you ain't going to die. You get up and you fucking... you laugh about it, you feel me? And you grow from it, and you heal from it, and you become stronger. And then one of these motherfucking days, you're gonna take that leap of faith and you gonna fucking fly. Okay? So,
Motivational
I think that was fire.
Speaker. Woo, motivation.
I think that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe to my stuff, you feel me? Follow me on the gram.
Real New Yorkers be like, real New Yorkers be like,
nah, this how New Yorkers talk for me, like